Sagittarius, hello and welcome to your December 5 card tarot card overall energy reading for the month of December 2020. Hi and welcome, and I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope that you are enjoying yourself and having a beginning of a wonderful holiday season here in December wherever you are, and best of health to everybody. Um, Sagittarius, this is a general reading for the larger collective of Sagittarians, and it's intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Sagittarians. It's totally understandable. So, and that's okay. Take what fits and let the rest go. To save time, I've already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance, and these cards selected were ejected on their own during the shuffle. The 5 cards that were exited during the shuffle for this overall energy reading for the month of December 2020 are lined up right here. Keep in mind that the first card here represents the overall past influences. These were significant energies within the past few months. In some cases, the energy may have resolved itself. In other cases, it could still be lingering. The second card here represents the overall energy for the present. This is your present energy going on during this time period. The third card here represents the overall future energy. This is energies that might be on the cusp or are about to happen, or could make some sort of appearance in this time frame for you. The fourth card here represents the overall challenges. These are the challenging energies, things that you may come up and you have to make some sort of decision with. These don't have to be negative issues. They could be just information, but in most cases they usually show up in some form of decision where you have to make a choice. It's not necessarily a right or wrong choice, but you have to make a decision with, and however it impacts you. And of course you do that with your own free will. And the last card here is our energy for our outcome energies for this time frame, things that you've accomplished and where you're at. So with that, before we begin, Sagittarians, I'd just like to say, if you'd like to support me in my channel, I would definitely appreciate it. Keep understanding that the YouTube algorithms depend on 3 things, what I call the big 3, in order to help support a channel. And that is, 1, please click on the like the video that you're watching. Please click on subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and click on the notification buttons. Those are the 3 critical issues that YouTube uses to market channels to a larger audience. And I'm a new channel, and if you see fit and appreciate it, if you would do those 3 things for me, I would be very thankful, if you see fit, of course. So with that, let's begin here. All right, Sagittarians, in our past influences, we have the 4 of Cups. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand why the 4 of Cups is in Sagittarians' past influences, please. Well, Sagittarians, this, as we know with all the aces, this is about an invitation, or it's a new opportunity, or it's some sort of message that sort of really gives you an option to do something new. So the same here with the 4 of Cups here is, a blind, it follows those aces if they follow in your readings, because this is a good follow-up card about new invitations and new opportunities. You were, I think, for many Sagittarians, some of you may have wanted to turn down these sort of opportunities in your past year, and some didn't. And if you turned them down, it could have been because the prospects didn't interest you, or you didn't have the money, or whatever, or you were balancing too many other things. But you Sagittarians were allowed to sort of make the choice of whatever opportunities that came forward in your last 6 months. You could take them or leave them, basically. And you were supported by that, by the universe, because you didn't have to be afraid to say no to something if it didn't fit your higher self and whatever your future path that you want to be. Also, I think for many, the Four of Cups here in your past influences, Sagittarians, indicated a time when you were, wanting to be focusing your energy on a new phase of your life. You were wanting some sort of change or thinking of some sort of change. Um, uh, Perhaps in the next steps, where did you want to go from where you are right now? What is it, something that you want to do differently? And this ties into sort of the ideas and the feelings of wanting to new beginnings for you. Um, I think in some cases, in Sagittarius, you declined some opportunities because you knew you just weren't ready, and that was fine. In some cases, Sagittarius, you were creating space within yourself. This is an inner issue, so that you could be ready to accept these new opportunities. You had to sort of let go of, even if it was baggage, things that you're just carrying around in your head. You needed to sort of let that go so that you could be open to new beginnings. I think many of you used the past few months as a time for inward reflection, to ground yourselves, and in some cases you were contemplating, your actions before you accepted new things. You were cautious, is what I'm sort of picking up. You know, the Four of Cups in your past influences, it's really resonated the phrase basically of not now, maybe later. It doesn't mean that you weren't interested in whatever it may have been. It's just that it wasn't right now you were able to do it, or wasn't in your best interest, and that was okay. Many of you were sort of waiting for some sort of more. I don't know if it was more assurance or just better timing, and you accepted that. Um, in some cases, the Four of Cups was a self introspection for many Sagittarians, and this was an opportunity where you sort of went inward, and you were interested or shown interest in sort of reevaluating your personal situations, and wanting to show a different side of you. You um, you were looking for sort of deeper connections and things with deeper meaning than what you normally would have been. I think for some of you, you might even felt sort of disconnected from your own emotional self and your inner truth, and you sort of by going within, you were sort of in the need to uh, reestablish this internal connection with yourself, um, and sort of identify what your greater purpose was, and that in turn, you were looking for a new direction of where you want to go interpersonally within yourself. Um, yeah. Um, the Four of Cups here, I'm picking up also in your past influences, Sagittarians. It shows that in some cases you did shut yourself off from new opportunities because um, in some cases there might have been feelings associated with the hurt, and you didn't want to re-trigger those sort of emotions. Um, but and what I'm picking that up is it wasn't in a sense of non-interest. It was about protecting yourself or closing yourself off from further hurt in some cases. And I'm also picking up that for some Sagittarians, if you had a relationship that was ending in heartbreak or ended in heartbreak, and you experienced sort of a career failure at the same time, you were really wanting to avoid getting the same predicament again. So perhaps you were more than normal self-conscious about accepting new opportunities. But right now, the universe was going to support you with that, um, and it was okay. It was okay for you to sort of withdraw and rethink things in the larger warehouses that have under this COVID-19 process here. So this is a soul level. You were experiencing sort of the soul level questions of whether sort of shutting yourself down was the best course of your action, or was it open up to sort of the new possibilities that were available to you, and that whatever decision you made in your past influences here, um, Sagittarians, you'll know, only you know. In our present energy, we have, oops, we have the Five of Pentacles. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the Five of Pentacles is in the present energy for our Sagittarians, please. Well, this I'm picking up is the energy of financial loss and change. I'll put it that way. The Five of Pentacles here typically represents financial loss and sort of lack of abundance, basically. This is typically the energy I'm picking up for some Scorpios was about hitting hitting them for hitting you at the wrong time. That this was something that sort of hit your work, your career, your finances, and even your material possessions in some cases. Some Sagittarians, you may have lost your job, and that was a focus for you before. Yeah. So we have here. I'm just picking up that for some cases, right now in this present energy, Sagittarius, some of you are wanting to feel sort of isolated and alone, and you're sort of wanting to withdraw, and in some cases you're wondering if no one's coming to help you because of this sort of financial challenges that you've experienced or recently experienced. And it's unnerving, and it's understandable that you're sort of wanting to withdraw here. In some cases, I think some of you Sagittarians are waiting for someone to come help you, or waiting for your government to sort of kick in. But what this card is basically telling you right now, the Five of Pentacles in your present energy, Sagittarians, is the message from them. The message from this universe is here is telling you, Sagittarians, that you need to be proactive and you need to ask for help. And in some cases, you may need to swallow your pride or someone else's in order to get the help that you needed. But the help is there. You need to ask for it. It's not going to be coming and being thrown in your lap here, Sagittarians. So ask. Search them out, find them out, and let them know what you need. The universe will help support you in the things that you need. I'm also picking up there's the energy here that for Sagittarians that you call sort of a lack of mindset. That some of the Sagittarians, you may be even unconsciously sabotaging your ability to create an abundance. It's because you're focusing on what you lack, and that's contrast to something that doesn't work very well with the laws of attraction. So if you're not familiar with the laws of attraction, get familiar with it, because you will see greater good in here, and you have to understand how you manifest, and what you're manifesting for must bring you joy, it must bring you happiness. You must envision yourself having whatever it is that you're asking for, and how are you coping, because the universe will not deliver anything that you're not ready for. So if you're particularly if you're self-sabotaging your own creative abundance, you might have to refocus your energy, because it seems to me that your energy is sort of focusing on what you don't have and not the things that make you happy. I know it sounds strange, but focus on happiness is really what your goal is, because if you just want to focus on negativity, then negativity is going to flow towards you, if that makes sense. Even if you think you're not doing it, you're going to get it in some way. And that's very important to understand here in your present energy. So, yeah. The message here I'm getting, for you Sagittarians, with the Five of Pentacles here is, it's to encourage you to manifest what it is that you desire. It's okay to desire things. But the critical issue is that you have to sort of kickstart that energy, because it's not that you don't want these things. You just have to be careful what you ask for. So instead of focusing on the outcome, like you want a whole bunch of money, don't focus on the money. You know, instead, redirect your attention to what you have right now and why, what and want, and what you want in the future. And so that way, you're manifesting your powers are going for a greater good. What the you want something because it's going to bring you joy. What kind of joy? How much happiness is that going to be? That's how you want to sort of rephrase that and get out of that rut if you're in it. In your future energies, we have the Devil. This is a major arcana card for you, Sagittarians, but we'll find out. And angels and spirit guides, please help us understand why the Devil is card here is within the angels and spirit guides current reading time frame, please. Well, in general, the reverse Devil card here calls upon you Sagittarians to to address your inner fears and anxieties, and by doing so free yourself of these sort of chains that are binding you and or maybe limiting uh, uh, your intentions and your goals. This is about letting go of any unhealthy attachments and or including unhealthy people that surround you. uh, so in order to do that, you have to let go of your fear, and release any sort of self-imposing, limited belief systems. Yeah. Hmm. Um, you know, Sagittarius, the Devil card here I'm picking up is again is on the energy I'm picking up is because some of you or the majority are have this energy where you're on a verge of sort of some sort of a breakthrough or end up in an upheaval. You may be called to your highest potential, but you first have to let go of any unhealthy attachments that you're hanging on to, because understanding those can be triggered. There can be things that trigger them, and you're going to go back to your old ways. So you need to address them. You need to purge where you've been upset in your past here. And as long as you need to go back, just release it and send it joy, and you'll feel this amazing relief. This sort of clouds that were above you. Um, Yeah, I'm just picking up by releasing these sort of negative energies or these self-imposing negative ideas. You okay? So interesting. Yeah. All right. Now in our challenging energies, we have the Nine of Pentacles here for you, Sagittarians. So let's figure out what we have. Angel and Spirit Guides. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in the energies during this time frame for our Sagittarians, please? I'm picking up here that some Sagittarians, because of some either of these financial challenges that you may be experiencing, it's a good indication that you're really scared to splurge, and you're afraid to indulge, particularly pampering yourself. But the universe is saying it's important that you do that. The universe is saying it's important that you treat yourself to a special occasion or a personal gift. It's around the holiday seasons here because it's important to celebrate the milestones and to celebrate the journey where you are right now. So, and the universe is trying to share with you, Sagittarians, that you've already achieved so much. And even though you may not be where you need to be right this minute or you want to be, and you might have had a setback, and perhaps you're not even at the finish line, but that's not the point. This is about the journey. And this is about celebrating the journey and to have those moments, because it is celebrating the journey. It is about feeling joy and happiness in the journey and learning from the mistakes that you make. That's the process, and that's critical in this process. The outcome will come if you enjoy the process. So, and again, the Nine of Pentacles here, it typically speaks of financial abundance, which means, you know, things are going to return for you. Um, this is, uh, you know, this is about, you know, not hoarding your funds and not going to extremes. Remember, to make money, you have to spend money, so to speak. It's a whole circle of money, and that goes through. So this is about, spending a little, splurging for yourself or for others that you want, particularly around the holidays, and you know, not be afraid. Uh, the key here is to do so within your means. The Suit of Pentacles typically focuses on, again, material wealth, and this card, it's suggesting for many Sagittarians that you're going to be in harmony with the environment and around you, and this is about time to appreciate the beauty and abundance found in nature, and it's important that you harness this high energy that's coming through you in order to bring pleasure to your life. That you don't want to be sad and afraid and miserable. This is about enjoying life. So, sometimes you may want to get outside and enjoy gardening or take a walk. Do things more constructive instead of being indoors. That sort of sap your energy. You want to do things that are going to energize yourself and bring pleasure to your life, because that's the key here. Find things that you don't have to spend money on but are breaking up your day, even if it's at work. Take a lunch outside and enjoy it. So, if you've been challenged here, which I'm picking up the energies that you have been, Sagittarians, this card is basically saying your abundance is going to come. It's just going to take a little effort, and it's going to take a little more self-confidence, and in some cases a little more discipline to get it back. But understand that it's short-term and that you will get it back. You're going to get your well-deserved success, and your stable foundation that evolves around your material wealth and your comfort is going to return. So, feel assured with this. This is just a minor setback. And in our outcome energies, we have the Ace of Wands, but we have it in reverse. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the Ace of Wands here is in reverse for Sagittarians and their outcome energies during this time frame, please. Well, as there are some questions, there's a theme here in some cases that for some Sagittarians, the overall energy, not for everybody, but the overall energy I'm picking up is, because the reverse Ace of Wands here is appearing in your outcomes, I'm getting the sense that for many Sagittarians, you're finding it difficult to define your purpose in life, and that's leading to what it is you want to be or to create. And so you're feeling this sort of lack of direction, and because of this, it's sapping your energy levels, and it's leaving many of you Sagittarians, on the verge of feeling unmotivated and perhaps even uninspired. And in return, this is a rippling effect. In return of that, then you're sort of asking yourself, what is it that you want in life? You're doing sort of a self-assessment. You're asking yourself whether there might be something better out elsewhere, something else to do. You might be even thinking about other opportunities that appeal to you. You're looking for ways to sort of remedy this sort of stagnation that you're feeling. However, the universe is going to say we'll support that, but the universe is going to remind you to, before you just jump off at the cliff and go do something different. This is a time to think about the other opportunities and what is going to appeal to you. Focus on where your true passion is, and first, you will speed up the process and you'll make it a much more enjoyable experience. So just focus on what brings you passion first, and not overthink it, and things will come. The Ace is about new beginnings in many cases, and you can fix these ruts that you might be in. So again, the universe is understanding that in many cases, Sagittarians, you've been frustrated with sort of delays, and perhaps your projects and ideas, and you're not moving as quickly as you would like. You're maybe having feelings of impatience, but especially because you're action oriented in many cases. Um, and if you felt that you had this momentum going and sort of is going at a snail's pace now, this is frustrating. But the key message here that the universe wants you to understand with the reverse Ace of Wands here in your outcomes is that this is about really understanding that it's not going to happen now; it will happen later. Timing is essential for any sort of success, and this is asking you to be patient and to wait for the best opportunity for change to come. And you will know when that best opportunity is. So don't beat yourself up. Just focus. Look at laws of attraction. Um, be thankful every day and take time for meditation to show appreciation for what you have, and that rippling positive energy will ripple and things will fall into place for you. The universe will back you up. Okay, Sagittarians, there you have it. That is your December 2021 5-card tarot card energy reading. And again, thank you for watching this video. And as I stated earlier, if you'd like to support my channel, I call the Big Three. Please click on the like the video, click on subscribe to my channel, and click on the notifications bell. I will gratefully appreciate it, and it will help the YouTube algorithms push my channel to a wider audience. And of course, Sagittarians, please feel free to leave a comment if you feel any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if it didn't resonate with you or parts of it didn't resonate with you, please understand that's totally okay. This is a general reading and it may not be beneficial for everybody. So just let it go, and that's it. So thank you so much, and again, happy holidays to everybody. Please have a safe one, and again, just think of laws of attraction and appreciate and feel positive. No matter what, feel positive. That's what the world needs. So thank you so much. We'll see you in January.